So let's talk about what I'm going to put in my garden this year. I did something a little different. I grew some things from seed, which I'm going to show you. But these little plants are called datterini, which are Italian sort of cherry tomatoes. They have like a little point on them. They look a little different and they're really sweet. My mom grew these from seed. So I'm going to plant these in the back corner because they grow sort of like a vine. So these are Italian like skinny zucchini. I've never seen them before. I bought the seeds and I grew them from seed. So we're going to see what these look like when they actually grow, but they make flowers for fried zucchini flowers, so I'm excited about that. So on the other side, I'm going to plant my cucumbers. I tend to plant things that are long and viney that kind of creep up my garden in the back so that when I walk in, I'm not getting hit in the face with like all the vines and stuff and it just takes over. So these are pickling cucumbers, the small ones. And then these I grew, they're cucumbers, but I don't remember what kind. So we're just gonna plant them and see what happens. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, these are zucchini, not cucumber. You can easily mistake one for the other, but this is more zucchini, so I'm gonna have to plant it in a place that I have a lot more room. So the zucchini I decided to plant in these pots that are on a shelf in my garden because they get so big and they take over, and then if they're too crowded, they get like a fungus. So I'm gonna try to grow these two plants in a pot. We'll see what happens, but zucchini take up so much space and my garden's not that big. So I'm gonna do a little experiment this year. So this year I decided to grow leeks. I don't know what possessed me, but here are my leeks. You're supposed to plant them like 6 inches apart. So I'm gonna try to do that. There's a lot of them in here, so I may give some away, but we'll see if I can grow leeks. I don't know. I do something different every year. All right, now it's time for the main event, the tomatoes. So these are tomatoes my mother grew from seed, from the tomatoes that we buy to can every August. She likes that tomato. It's perfect for canning. And so she took the seeds and she grows them every year and she gave me some. So I have these. I have some Better Boys, which are a little bigger. They're kind of like tomatoes on the vine. And then I have some Roma tomatoes, okay? So I'm gonna plant those with the marigolds because it helps with insects and tomatoes just like marigolds for some reason. So I've never done it before, so I'm gonna do it this year. I just want to show you something. You see when you buy a tomato plant and there's two stems? I've said this before in other videos in my garden. These are two separate plants that you need to separate, like this. Try not to rip the roots too much. Sort of be gentle. 2 for 1. Moving on to my eggplant. I just got the classic eggplant, not the Black Beauty. The Black Beauty is really big. These are a little more medium sized, and I like those better. Okay, on to my pepper patch. These are called Jimmy Nardello's pepper. These are so delicious. I bought them for the first time last year. They were so good. You could fry them, do sausage and peppers. Delicious. So I'm gonna do 3 of those. And then I got these peppers that had 2 different labels. I just realized, and I don't know what the hell they are. So here we go. All right, my friends, let me show you what I did. Here we have my datterini, the Italian tomatoes. I have a couple of, I don't know what the hell those are, peppers. Italian zucchini, another one. Then I have my little eggplant patch. I have some tomatoes, my marigolds. I shoved another pepper over there. I don't know what it is. And then I have more tomatoes, marigolds. This whole patch here is all tomatoes. I have my leeks and my spring onions. And then I have my Jimmy Nardello peppers, another pepper that I don't have any idea what that is. Cucumbers in the corner to grow up. And then these extra zucchini I put in pots. So we shall see. Ciao for now, my friends.